Take it away, you fucking nerd.
It's me.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Why would I talk to Richard like that?
Because you do talk to Richard like that.
I only talk to Richard.
Not wrong.
We're in house.
See?
Yeah.
See?
So does he. I have a giant message that says "fuck you" and then "bitch" right after.
Oh well, we'll get to that.
You kind of
You're
like
still
deserve
wrong.
it sometimes.
I don't.
Not wrong.
You are wrong.
Go, Lee.
I've been more on my schedule.
Talk
Hi,
about this in a bit.
welcome to Heard from a Friend. We're your three favorite idiots. My name's Lee Saris. I'm your
He's
guys'
like,
host for
shit.
the episode. We got your cum guzzler over there in the corner, Steve Ninju B. And then your favorite depresso, espresso, macchiato looking boy, Rich Scorpy.
It's my brand.
Richard.
Yep.
Yep.
Depresso,
Espresso. Yep. Apparently we have, I have some things because we like to come prepared, whoever's hosting. And then we also have like
No,
a hot topic apparently, or whatever these guys want to talk
Richard
about.
just wants to get something.
I want to get something.
Well, I don't know if you guys want to jump into that right now, or if you
Yeah,
guys want
let's
to
do it.
save that
No,
for...
let's do it.
Oh, you want to do it right
Let's do it. All right,
Let's
all
do
right.
it.
Oh, you want to do it right now? Okay.
You
I have no
want
idea
to
what's going on.
explain
They
your
told me
side
to wait.
first, or you want me to go first, considering that I don't know. I'm the one that
Oh, wait.
brought it up.
Also, it is still hot in LA. Welcome to episode 10? No, 11.
No,
11.
Welcome to episode 11, lucky number 11. It's still hot in LA, so fans and ACs are on, so excuse any background noise that you may hear during this episode.
It's fucking hot as shit.
We love
Yo,
you guys.
3
We
more
appreciate
days
you
of
guys.
this. 3 more fucking days of this,
Supposedly,
dude.
We'll see.
I
It's
hope
two.
so.
Isn't it supposed to be Friday, then Saturday? It's supposed to be
No,
like 80?
Thursday, Friday. It's supposed to rain like 50%
Well,
now on
For
Saturday.
you guys,
Yeah.
right? For me, because you
Well,
guys are
it's
like
colder
20
for
degrees
you,
hotter
no?
than me. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's going to be like 80 for me, I think, on Saturday.
We're supposed to be 80 on. Yeah, we're supposed to be 80 past Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like,
Sunday.
Sunday.
No, I was like, what's Saturday's weather?
I don't know. Whatever. Who cares?
Either way.
99.
welcome.
Oh no, wait,
Yeah.
81 on Saturday.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay, whatever.
So there you go.
Go.
All right. So what is it? What do you
All right.
guys, what's happening?
So just to fill in some context.
Oh my God.
I obviously with the new job, I have a sleep schedule now, so I'm very punctual with my scheduling as far as like what I do, how long I do it, the time frames, blah blah blah. Right? Yeah, this doesn't count. I got home early. We were on you earlier. So what ended up happening was, I texted Richard. This is around like 2 in the afternoon. Out of my way, by the way, because it's usually him texting me. I was like, "Hey, you down to play some Valorant? 6-ish." Doesn't mean 6 on the dot. It means 6:30 passed on, right? I was like, he said down. Cool. Don't have to reply to that. Texts me at 7, not 6:30, not 6:40, 7 on the dot. Dot. I'm like, yo, I've been on. This is on you. And he was like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. You shoot a text. I'm like, no, I told you what time. You agreed to the time. You bitch at me when I do this, when I give you a time. And he got mad. He got on and was like, fuck you.
repeat
Blah, blah, blah.
repeat the times again, because again, your guys' favorite host is Smoking Sweet. So
I told him
I lost on the times. What
so
was
I
the
didn't,
time
I
that
didn't
you
give
texted
him a specific time. I said 6-ish.
What the fuck?
That doesn't mean 6 o'clock because I get home at 6.
Okay, but 6-ish, and then
Yeah.
he texts you at 7.
Yeah. Saying,
dot.
Yeah, not saying anything. I text him.
But-
I'm like,
but-
oh, I'm on. Like I was
Okay,
like, I've
wait,
been
wait,
on.
When did you? So who texted who first after
I did.
6? What time did you text him?
Oh no, after 6? No. Nobody texted anybody after 6. He texted me at 7.
Okay, that's what I'm saying though. The first person to send a message after 6 was
No,
Richard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was ... because you hadn't said anything or set a time to meet up or anything like that.
No, I had.
So it had
just
been an
said 6-ish.
hour from the possible starting point
Mhm.
to 7, and then Richard went ...
And I texted
Because
him.
there
I
is-
texted him.
because,
I've been
I
on
mean-
for. I was like, I've been on for like 30 minutes.
Were you on were you in a Discord call
Yeah.
or anything like
I was
that?
in Discord. I was chilling, just waiting on him,
Okay.
just hanging out.
All right.
Okay. All right, Richard, what's your point? What's your side of the story?
So he did text me first asking to play.
Right?
I didn't fucking text him because I knew he had started his job. I didn't know how the fuck strict they are with phones. So I was like, I'm not gonna bother texting just in case like he's he's deep into his shit or whatever the fuck. Like
Okay.
at least asking to play. Then he texted me, he said 6-ish. I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. What's it called? I said down, and then I came home, blah blah blah. I was home by 4:30. And then 6 came around. I had family over. And I was like, okay, well, he said 6-ish. That doesn't mean 6 on the dot. I know that. But that
Steve's speech is like 6:30
but that means to me at least,
or 30
and I
minutes after.
feel like this is like common knowledge. It's like if
No.
you say 6-ish, you at least send a text saying like, oh hey, I'm gonna be on in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever the fuck it is. Just giving a heads up saying like, hey, like I'm getting on like right now ish, because like I'm not gonna be fucking sitting there at 6 waiting for like who knows how the fuck long, because I don't know exactly how long you're gonna take to actually get on, especially with your track record. That's all I'm saying.
Fair.
Okay, but you can't lean on that if the conversation is now.
No.
So here's my question to you. Here's my question to you. Here's my question to you. Between
Yeah.
the two of us,
Uh-huh.
or well, between Richard
Just
and I,
ask the question.
how many of us knew that you had family over?
No.
That's the question?
Yeah,
Nobody.
because he
But
mentioned to
nobody
me.
knew.
He mentioned to me after he was like, "Oh, I was outside." I was like, "Okay, but if you knew I told you 6-ish, you're not on." And then he was like, "I had family over." I was like, "Okay, well, you have family over." So then you say, "Hey,
Steve, you
hey, I
can't
have family
expect him
over.
to wait like from 6 and wait for you to say something and just be on the entire time.
I said 6-ish. I got on around 6. I didn't get on 7.
6-ish.
You
but
got
that's
you
why
got
I'm
on at
saying.
6:30, then you waited 30 minutes and then he texted you. That's what you
That's
said.
what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that I was being
So-
held up by the family. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
you're just
I
it's
was
it's just the idea. It seems like the idea is for you, he should have been on at 6 and waited around till you were on, and then somehow initiated a you're on, I'm on, whatever. But that's a little
whatever. I was like outside,
uh-huh.
and then I was like, okay, whatever. He'll text me when he's on or getting on.
Right.
Which
right.
is like
yo, I'm on. Yo, I've
ideally
been
the
on
thing.
something
It's
like
like,
that.
okay.
Some message. Mhm.
It's like we've had this conversation before where he's like, "Oh, I've been in Discord." I'm like, "Okay, but I don't always have Discord open. I'm sometimes I'm out doing shit. Sometimes I'm fucking, I don't know, focused on something that I'm doing on the computer or whatever the fuck that I don't look at Discord." It's like,
You don't get notifications? Do you have your notifications off
no,
on
but
Discord?
he doesn't send a message on Discord either. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like, he just joins the VC.
Well, I don't know. Honestly, at this point, Steve, I don't read I don't take your messages. I've been on as like you're late. I take it as I'm on. I don't because of your track record. Because you have a track record of getting on late or whatever, or like 30
Mhm.
minutes after set time. The ish. I
Mhm.
always say 5-ish, 5:30.
Yeah.
At the absolute latest 6. But I forgot what my point was right now.
Listen,
lost
all
it.
I'm saying is I was just upset because he was putting the blame on me. I'm like,
Oh.
dude, all I need
I never
was
blamed
that
you.
was-
I said that's on you. Don't get mad.
Is that
Wait,
not putting
that's
the blame
blaming
on
you.
me?
I wasn't even mad that you were late. I was just like, just don't be mad. Like, I'm on. You didn't get on time. Okay, like, big deal. To me, it wasn't a big deal. He made it this big ass fucking ordeal that he wanted to come and share with everybody else.
Wait, so why? So
That's why Richard wanted to bring it up, because he wanted to bring it up into the podcast.
Yeah.
When
Okay,
I wasn't
why
even
we-
upset.
No, I was mad.
okay, I mean that's fair. You're entitled to that.
Mhm.
Steve has a track record of doing that. You guys wanted to bring it on here. I mean, both of you seemed okay with it. Whatever.
Whatever.
I don't
Point
care.
is,
It was a-
just fucking
Yeah.
send a message, dude. Like, it's not that hard. And
Dude, look at our entire Discord thread between you and I. It's literally just me always saying, I'm on.
because
I'm
you're
on,
always
I'm
the
on."
one that's late.
What do you mean? I've literally said I'm on, and then you're like, yeah, I'll get on. And you're like, oh shit, I took a fat nap. I'm like, okay.
That's happened 3 times.
That has not happened
whatever.
3 times.
A
You
handful of
literally
times.
nap. You literally
have-
nap almost every
You have
day.
a track record, Steve. Sunday, we were waiting on you for like 3 hours.
Yeah, my pops needed me.
I know, and that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm saying, like, you have a track
Honestly,
record
though,
of not fucking.
You do have a
putting
track
into
record. You
time.
did run late on Sunday, but Sunday was the one time in a long time that you actually gave semi updates. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
telling you to, like, have your phone on you while you have fucking cinder blocks in your hand, but like that was like
Like, that's
all right.
fine. It's like, all I'm saying is just fucking send a fucking text or something being like, hey, I'll be on in 10 minutes, instead of, what's it called, just appearing out of nowhere and be expecting me to be there. It's like, at this point, I used to do that all the fucking time until you had that track record of being late all the time. I'm just like,
For
I'm
those
not
of you
gonna
that
be
don't
waiting all
know,
the time anymore.
Richard and Steve are dating. This is
Maybe.
this is what happens.
According
They're
to the
dating.
stars, we are.
Passionate love.
The stars.
Look at
To the fault in our stars or whatever that shit's called.
Uh,
Look how they shine for
Whatever. That's all I wanted to get off my chest.
Anyways,
Welcome to the podcast. This is our dynamic. It's usually me yelling,
Yeah.
so that's nice.
I was mad this time.
No, that was refreshing. I like not being the only one that's like yelling and being at a boiling point. That's great. Fantastic.
Cool.
Cool.
Switch
Right.
topics,
I'm trying to think of like how many things. What do I have? I'm trying to think what can go along with that.
Nothing.
Oh, anger, kind of. I got a random hate DM.
Ah.
Yeah, on Twitter.
oh okay.
Yeah, I got
Damn,
some
that's-
random ass bitch hitting me up saying, what was it? It was, I forgot what the whole beginning was, but the 2 points was they called me a fat ass. So I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, I'm fat. That just kind of like, it's almost being called the F word when I'm playing Valorant. Like, you guys know what I'm saying. Like, it's just so like, you
Yeah.
can literally call me anything else and it may, or be creative. Like,
Right.
Of course,
like,
don't be
okay.
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah. And then the other one was saying, do you have any idea how creepy you look in your profile picture? And I'm like, I'm wearing
Ew.
a choker and I got like black hearts around me on my fucking Twitter picture. And I think it's like
Isn't
It's
that you
fuzzy and shit.
from
It's from
Vlog
Hard
Knob?
Summer.
Oh.
That's why I'm like-
yeah.
How do I look creepy? I have a fucking choker on and I have like rounded glasses. I'm confused.
The Christian girl.
So I didn't know where this person was from. So, oh wait, you had your hand raised. Were you gonna say something else?
I was just gonna ask, what's it called? If you know gender.
Oh no, as I said, this person. I have
Okay.
like this bitch person. I'm just
I was
in
just-
general.
I was just really
this piece of
curious to
shit.
see who like.
No, I have no idea. I'm assuming it is someone that's feminine because of the reason.
Right.
So I was curious like who they were, and they blocked me. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I just pulled up like incognito on my phone, and then I copied or like screenshot their name, or I remembered it or something. I wished I screenshot what they said just to read it word for word. But I looked them up on Twitter, and it's because there's this YouTuber ASMR artist, this ASMR YouTuber who I think he tweeted out that he was watching a movie or something like that, and I guess the movie pertains to women's rights or something, and he was just saying, oh wow, this is a really good movie. And then I think afterwards he said, oh wait, no, never mind, it's a little much, but I'm just gonna truck through it or something like that. And I was like,
Wait, what movie was it?
and that's why I'm gonna look it up right now. I was like, okay, whatever. Oh, this is 1 second.
No, it's one of those things on Twitter, huh?
No, it was something else.
Just from this fucking message, right?
Oh, okay. It is.
It was a penis.
Oh wait, can I even look at this tweet now?
I'm gonna
And-
look at Lee without looking.
I wonder. I'm trying to think because it says that the account has it limited to who can view it. So I'm wondering if he just like said, "Fuck it, I don't want to deal with this," and he just took it. Oh, Devil in Ohio.
Oh, the new movie.
Yeah,
new movie on
What
Netflix.
is it? I don't know what it is.
That's the one I was telling you guys we should watch.
Oh,
What is
Like
Yeah, I don't
2
know.
hours later after telling you guys, I was like, I remember what it's called, and I was like, they're not on.
what is Devil
And I was
in
like,
what is
Ohio?
that?
It's on Netflix.
I- What's it about?
Devil
Uh,
in Ohio.
I don't know how to explain that, to be honest.
Dude, anything in Ohio is notable.
Non-existent.
Well, no, I was just gonna say like you could literally fucking put like festival at Ohio, and it's like the first one in like years or some shit. I don't know.
A drama horror mystery
Anything
with the
something
thing.
notable. Fucking watch.
Wait, is this it?
Where is
Oh, okay.
Ohio?
When a psychiatrist shelters a mysterious cult escapee, her
Ohio.
world is turned upside down as the girl's rival threatens to tear her own family apart.
Oh.
So I don't know what happens in the movie. I don't know what specifically is done or whatever. I just assume, young girl running from a cult, you could just kind of guess what might happen or what could happen or whatever.
Yeah.
But so he says that. So then somebody tweets at him or something like that, says, "Oh, so turns out his name is Cat Bailey, by the way. If you guys like ASMR, you should totally watch his stuff. I love his shit. He's like the one ASMR artist that I watch regularly. But so the person retweeted it saying, Cat Bailey is a hashtag ASMR artist that insists on bringing guns to the ASMR community and is now attacking women's rights to abortion.
What?
because he said he was binging the show and then or the movie and then called it kind of cringy, but he was just gonna truck through it anyways. So I was like, what the fuck? So then I click on the person's profile, and then I looked that it was created this month. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I look, and each of their tweets is just being retweeted by like 1 to 2 people. So I was like, okay, who? I'm just curious, like, why would you say something like that? Is someone going to give context? Is someone going to say anything? Like, what kind of people are retweeting or agreeing with us? And these accounts, the other 2 are made the same month. So I was like, oh, it's literally one person that's just being a hater or whatever the movie's about. And then they're just going out of their way to just be pissed that he's doing that. Because he does show guns on his ASMR channel, but it's cleaning the gun or it's a role play, bodyguard, whatever, some shit like that. But he'll show the gun. I'm just like, okay, I don't know. Guns for me are not that big of a deal or that big of a trigger. So I'm just like, all right, cool, whatever. If it's relaxing and the sounds sound nice, I'm in it. But so I send a response to his tweet because he says he retweets it or quotes retweets it, and he says, apparently I attacked women's rights to abortion. Who knew? Leave it to folks like this to somehow bring politics into ASMR content madness. So then he said, just creep this profile blocking now. And I said, bruh, because of this tweet, I went to Creep 2 and they made like 5 profiles just to like and retweet their own bullshit tweets. I'm dead. And I put a bunch of emojis. So I looked at it and the person, one of the people that sent this message was the random hater that called me a creepy fat ass. And I was like, okay. I don't fucking get, I don't get why people have so much fucking free time to like make that many profiles and just go out of their way to like
People are
talk shit about.
Aren't you having to verify your shit so many times?
So random.
You have to make a separate email account for each one, no?
Probably.
Dude, people.
I don't know how Twitter works for signups. I think so. Yeah.
I haven't signed up for Twitter in a long time.
Well, I know I think the first time I signed up for Twitter was in like 2000 something. Like I think it was launched. I don't want to say 2007 because I was in middle school.
Probably.
I think when Twitter was still
Well,
when it just started. Or
I was in
public.
middle school when it went public. You were in high school. You're 3 years older. You're 3 years ahead of me.
Oh, so I must have been
Yeah.
like a freshman. I feel like I would.
You probably were a freshman.
I feel like it was at the I feel like it was at the end of my 8th grade. That's when it popped
Maybe.
up.
Probably, yeah.
Mm.
Because
I was using
like, oh, is this like Facebook? I'm like, no.
Because I was using a flip phone to like send tweets out because they had before you could like because flip phones were still a thing or just phones that weren't smartphones still. You were able to get tweets that you were following or Twitter pages that you were favoriting to your phone.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to tweet, you just typed the message to the Twitter like bot or whatever, and then send or post or confirm, and then it posts for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
didn't that charge your like phone bill or some shit though?
It would. It only did it if you were doing it through data, but because I was getting it through text messages, not data, it was for free.
Oh
But
man, hard times, dude.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I didn't have a smartphone. I think till high school because just never got
They
one.
really existed till like then, like an actual smartphone.
Yeah. So I was like, oh okay.
Well, there were smartphones, but they
iPhones.
were iPhone was like the
Or-
first kind of like more, I guess,
mainstream
ones. Yeah, there were
Yeah,
smartphones,
like BlackBerry?
but they were ugly, dude. Like
Yeah.
they were like they still had all the fucking keys. All you got is a stylus and shit. And that
Not
shit
your
was-
BlackBerry.
Oh, like a BlackBerry.
Yeah,
or like,
exactly.
Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
they were fucking ugly as shit, dude.
Blackberries. I remember seeing a BlackBerry and I was like, I want one. So neat.
Dude, it's all about razors. Razor phones.
No, it's about the sidekicks.
Oh, the
Remember
sidekicks
remember
too.
sidekicks?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was the sidekicks and the razors.
I think it was opposite. I don't know. I saw a bunch of kids with that. With
No, because
either
I had a
one.
razor. I had a razor after Wilmer had all 3 of the sidekicks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I,
I was
hope-
like,
Just thinking
haha,
about
I'm
the
older than you
sound.
now.
The action, the flip.
I wanted it, dude. Like my friend had one, and everyone would just ask him, like, "Oh, can I do it? Can I flip it?"
I had a LG chocolate when like the music was like a really big
I
thing for
remember
Verizon.
that. Yes.
I had one of those. I had a blue one, I think.
The teal
Yeah.
one?
No, like dark blue.
It was a dark
That's what
blue?
I had. Yeah.
I
It was
remember
like the
seeing a
first
red
one.
one.
There was red, there was chocolate because it was like they were supposed to be like dark for chocolate themes or
Yeah, I
whatever.
remember.
Yeah, and then I
So
got the blue one.
so you know you've always had Verizon because that was exclusive to Verizon.
Yeah, I've had Verizon since I had. Well, no, not even since I first had a phone. My first phone, it was in 6th grade, and it was a singular fucking, what is it? Samsung Singular, I think, and it was just like a flip phone, no camera, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All you do is send text messages, and I think I had Snake on my phone.
Snake.
And I remember I got it because we were going to Vegas that summer, and I think it was either after or before my birthday, and we were going to Vegas, and my parents were gonna like, they wanted to have fun, but they wanted to have a way to check on us in the room, because all the kids were gonna come to our room, because I think I was the oldest or second oldest out of the group, and my brother and I brought like our GameCube to play Smash Brothers, so everybody hung out in our room when our parents went out.
Mm.
Yeah, because they were like, we can leave you guys in Circus, and you're there the whole night, but you can't come. You can. And it was right across, so it was like, when we were like, can we come back? And they're like, no, you got to stay there. And I was like, oh, I'd rather just stay here as we go to the pool, and then just come play video games. Yeah, that's why I was like, because I at that point I had already gone to Circus once before when we were there, and I don't even remember where we stayed last time. But the second time was when we stayed right across from it, and all we really did was Circus the entire weekend. So I was like, we already went there. I'm okay. I'd rather just stay here and go to the pool and play Smash Brothers.
I stayed there once. It was like my first time going to Vegas, and I was just like, "Ew." I just did not feel safe / clean the whole time we were there. I don't know, like no hate on people. Like,
back in the day, kind of dirty.
yeah, like no hate
Still
on people
is.
that obviously get it because it is affordable, obviously, but
Yeah,
it's
of course.
like
It's a family casino for sure. All those kids. I think that's the part that kind of like makes it feel grimy-ish.
yeah,
Is the kids, and they're just running all over the place. It just kind of takes away from the, I don't know, the adultness of
Vegas.
Vegas, yeah. Because I mean, literally, Sin City, baby. You go there to make the worst decisions and then come back proud of them.
And if you're us, spend the whole day and binge a show and eat wings.
Well, to be fair, we were also out the whole fucking night before.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a recovery day.
Like
That was a sick recovery.
And then when
day.
you guys left, I was playing music. I was ready for round 2, but we had an early flight the next day, so that's why we didn't do anything. That's the only reason why we didn't really do anything. I mean, for some people, they go hard the whole weekend and will still go hungover as shit to their flight. I personally hate that shit. I can't stand, like, I love flying, but I can't stand doing anything that involves motion or sitting in a seat while hungover. That will fuck me up. I get motion sickness like crazy sometimes, so like I could just imagine being hungover in an airplane. And I think didn't something happen when didn't the flight take forever or something?
No,
I thought it did.
when we were going back, the flight was just bumpy as shit. Like it was
turbulent,
just fucking disgusting. Like we
it
also flew Spirit,
I think too. Yeah.
And the only reason we flew Spirit is because it was the only flight that wasn't gonna take us after like fucking 6 p.m. or
5 p.m. Yeah, because 6 p.m. was the other option, and that was like
otherwise
a free bag check-in, but it was like $70, and I think Spirit was like 40 or something or something.
Yeah,
Something like that, yeah.
Otherwise we're spending like $300 each ticket for to get back at like around 11
for an hour flight.
Yeah, for an hour flight. I'm like, nah, fuck it, we'll just fucking trek the morning one.
Yeah, I think the most that we spent on the flight was the flight there, but that was with like free bag check-in, and I think it was American Airlines.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I think we were gonna get Delta or something, but it wasn't a different airline swap or something like that.
No, it was.
Or was it always
Oh wait, yeah. Originally, when we were trying to plan it out, but it happened. Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, fucking.
I was thinking the same. We gotta plan another trip. That'll be fun.
I want to go to somewhere. I don't know. Like
okay, that's cool, dude. I think that's what planning a trip is.
I want to go to like fucking I don't know, Portland. I heard shit's happening.
Oh, you want to go to like a big city? You want to go on like a big city trip?
Yeah,
I'd be down. Let's go to New York.
New York is gross, I hear.
Yeah. Look at us.
Lee.
Yeah, true.
Look at us.
Okay.
I want to go glamping. I want a cabin.
What the fuck is that?
Cabin camping. I don't really want to go real camping. I don't mind real camping, but I'd rather go glamping so we can have like a bed and stuff. But like it'd be nice to like have a lake. Like when we went to Hard Summer, that kind of house, but like a little bit more secluded, not like
Yeah.
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Like the
stuff.
shit
I'm
I've
not-
done.
Yeah. I was
sure.
gonna say
How much it's always been secluded.
I was gonna say Big Bear,
Oh,
but they're
but-
having that fire and shit.
But don't you have those are like your 2 people pods or whatever, right?
You
Like
could
the-
have
mini-
bigger ones. Yeah.
Oh, then let's do that. I'm down for that. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
We could do here, I actually have it on my shit because I've been like thinking of trips to talk to you guys about.
Because
So
for
I'm
those of you
like-
that don't know, I don't think we brought it up. I'm 29. I'm the oldest one of the group, and this is my last year in my 20s. And if I don't take at least 3 trips,
3 trips.
it doesn't have to be far, or there's just a weekend away from this fucking house.
Feel
That'd be
that?
great. Cause I can't do it anymore. I can't take it.
Joshua Tree.
Isn't that like a desert?
It's mountain based, but it's not like hot desert. But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but it's
again,
nice and it's
I said-
secluded.
I think I know what you're talking about. Like,
I even said like I was like glamping as long as it's a cabin. Okay, sure. Can
It's
we get to-
they're built like modern cabins, kind
I
of
want
like
a
that one.
cabin.
Yeah.
I want AC and Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
That's
Bro,
it.
no, you have
no,
all that,
first
and you
of
get
all-
a pool and a hot tub and pool and
Oh,
showers.
first of all,
and
I want to go
perfect.
during either like winter, not
Winter
full
or
on
fall.
winter, but like at least like
Look.
springish.
Fall, winter, spring.
I
So,
know.
Like, I'll tell you guys-
I'll
I'll tell you guys this
I know
much.
you told me.
if you guys want winter, I need one of you guys to net up and drive with me or
Okay.
drive after me because that shit's
Okay.
not easy.
I've offered.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Sure.
I also don't know of you having any
Exactly.
experience.
I don't. That's why I'm saying I offered. It's there. Whether we come out alive, I can't promise.
Yeah, exactly. We're 100% offering to do it. It's just a matter of your comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some like
You-
melatonins and I'll pass out and
Really?
do
We
what you
got
want.
you like fucking G Fuel and stuff if you really want to just do
Yeah.
it yourself. But it's fine. We'll just drug you up. Give you some of that pixie dust.
I was just saying, but yeah, I want to go during that time because one, I hate heat. Like right
Yeah.
now, this is
Yeah.
fucking
Straight up.
straight up
This
torture.
heat wave
Fuck
is
this shit.
ass. Apparently, it might be the hottest in history. I think
That's
they're still
That's
trying
every
to.
year at this point, dude. Global
Every year
warming.
it's
I think
hotter and hotter.
Last year wasn't that bad, to be honest.
Just see
I
all the
remember-
crazy shit this heat's brought like onto Earth as far as exploration.
Oh,
There's-
like the lowered sea levels and shit or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of the
like
droughts?
all the lower. Like we've uncovered like dead bodies from
Yeah.
like the fucking 60s. We've
Oh.
uncovered like the Spanish Stonehenge, things like that.
Oh, I
It's-
can't wait
it's-
for Spanish
it's crazy
influenza to
shit.
come back into the world. It's been
Mhm.
great. We're all gonna.
No,
Hey, yo, those pills are not fun.
No, but yeah, I think it was in Vegas. I could be wrong, or somewhere in Nevada.
Yeah.
What's it called? One of the lakes. You know, it's drying up, so it got low enough to the point where they're finding all these bodies that got thrown into it. What's it called?
Yeah.
What some were in like fucking like barrels, but because the barrels are obviously like they're getting rusty and shit from the
Corroding.
water, right?
Mhm.
Like you just see like the bodies in there, whatever's left, you know, fucking
Ugh.
it's all gross. Like they're fucking years like
years of decomposition and
exactly.
being bloated from the water and shit
Mhm.
like
it's like,
that.
dude, people
Ugh.
swim in that shit.
Yeah, I'm like that's why I don't trust lakes. I'm like I like if it's
I don't
clean
trust
enough,
any-
if it's like like a nice
moving.
moving,
It has to be
right.
moving water. No still water
right.
whatsoever.
If it's nice enough, sure, but it's like you see these other ones where it's just like you don't know what the fuck is in there, dude. Like
That's everywhere.
I feel like the only kind of lake or stream that I would go to, which I have been in, is like camping streams or some shit like that. Nothing that's like out in the middle of fucking nowhere or something.
Yeah.
We should go to Yellowstone or Yosemite.
I want to do that. I was
It's
literally
so
gonna say
pretty.
Yosemite. I want to do Yosemite so
It's
bad
so
before
pretty.
it burns down, or before it like fucking disappears.
We get-
'Cause I feel like we will see the,
we already
the fucking
lost
dry.
that famous giant.
I thought they- No, they still have it. They still have the
No,
the
the-
red oaks are still there. The big ones.
no,
yeah,
no,
they,
no,
they
no,
even
the,
reported on it.
no, that giant entrance that people have taken photos in, or like that burned.
It's still there.
No, that burned.
I think it's still there. If I remember them talking about that.
One of
But
them, I think the oldest one that they had burned down.
All
Like
right.
the big famous one burnt. But shout out to global warming, dude.
I'm just laughing like we get there and it's the one day or like the time where the super volcano just erupts.
honestly,
That's
with
what
our
you're
luck,
afraid of.
I feel like
with
that's
our luck,
dude.
it will. It won't happen in the middle. It'll happen the day before we leave, or like the
it'd
last
be
day. 'Cause
crazy. With
every
our,
time we leave somewhere, something has to happen. The day before we go to fucking Zagbag and shit. The day before we get a crazy ass rainstorm. The day before, or the
Maybe we're
day,
just
or the day
bad at
going into
planning.
Vegas, we were in a fucking blizzard. Like
Blizzard,
we
dude.
can't have a normal entry into another
we can't.
state.
you can't.
Well,
All that
to be
trips
fair,
are
we
Leaving
stay in our
or
state.
coming, it's something has to happen.
We would be staying in our state.
So we
I
die.
mean, just in
Yeah, we
general.
just die
so we die.
with our luck. Yep.
Great.
Heat strokes, dude.
Because we were going on the flight and I forgot what it was. I think there was like turbulence or something. I sent Jasmine this message as my friend Jasmine, and it was like,
No.
okay, these are just my last thoughts and last words to everybody on this list, and it was just all the important people in my life. So if for some reason I go on a trip and you guys get a random text from a little girl, her name is Jasmine, I'm dead, and those are
didn't
the
get
last words for
anything.
me. If you don't get
Because we
anything,
die.
No.
sorry.
That shit was funny, dude. It's like,
So-
you know what it was? It's because Steve left before us, and he was already in Vegas, and he was telling us about how shitty his flight was. And
Oh
how
yeah, how
shaky it
crazy the
was and
turbulence
whatever.
was and stuff.
Right,
Yes,
Dude,
yes, yes, yes.
No, the way back it was shitty.
No,
It wasn't
getting
the,
there.
No, the way
was it-
there.
On the way
Yeah,
there.
you were talking about how bad it
Oh
was.
yeah, it was. Yeah, because dude, the little old lady next to me was like, "Do you mind if I hold your hand?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Oh
And she
my
like gripped onto me out of fright and just had me on the other hand, and I was like, "Well, this is how I go. Two women by my sides."
Ew.
Gross.
Ew.
She was like, "I told my husband I should have just drove with him." I was like, "Oh."
no.
She was like, "I had a stupid business meeting."
But yeah, what's it called? He was telling us like how fucking shitty it was and how they almost died and shit. And
Yeah, it was not fun.
because of that, what's it called? We were getting a little anxious ourselves. What's it called? And then Lee typed out his whole thing, and
Well,
uh-huh.
I was gonna say, in my defense, I do that for any trip. Like, I love flying. Like in the middle of turbulence is when I trip out. But because I know I won't get reception in the sky and I'm not gonna pay for fucking internet, fuck that. I send a message like that to Jasmine most of the time. Unless she's going, I send it to her, or I'll send it to someone as like final regards, because you never know what could happen. Not saying like, I mean, flying is almost I think it's safer than driving a car nowadays, but that's also because of the frequency in which you're driving a car and also flying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just do it as a just in case, because
I just remember
I'm
what,
annoying me and we're dying and we're falling. I'm like, yeah.
No,
So-
your fucking phone gets sucked out from turbulence.
Yeah, or like I'm just so drunk, or I'm just so lethargic of accepting. Like, I think also the reason I tell people this all the time, like, because I do like flying a lot, and sometimes people are like, "Oh my god, why?" I'm like, because if you're gonna die, you can't do anything fucking about it. That's it. That is acceptance at its finest. You're stuck in a metal box. You're not in control of it. You're seatbelted in, and the only thing you got is like whatever the fuck they have to playing in front of you.
The mask?
That's it.
the mask that falls
And
down,
even then,
that's
if you land, imagine where the fuck you're gonna land. What the fuck? I don't pack snacks in my bag for shit like that. I drink all my water when I'm getting on that flight.
Start
Hey.
drinking the ocean water, dude.
That's how
if
you
you
die
land
from
in the
dehydration.
ocean.
Yeah, assuming it's land.
Dude, that shit's-
I mean, you could still
Exactly.
explode in the ocean. You know, it's
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
hard
So, I don't
landing.
know. See, anything can happen. If you survive, congratulations. Trauma central. And you might die later.
Yeah.
You die on crash, that might be better. So, I don't know.
Instant.
That's why I'm like, here, Jasmine, final words.
But the thing that made me crack up too is just like, obviously you were sending her like, you're telling her like, oh, send these people, like, tell them this, tell them blah blah blah.
Right.
But you also told them like, I need you to get rid of this. I need you.
100% I did,
At least
yeah, I
like
did tell her.
contingency plans of like, listen, I need you to cover up some stuff.
I sent her passwords for my computer, my shit like that. I told her these are the default passwords that I usually use.
You're
Listen,
terrible.
y'all gotta think about shit like that. I'm working at
This man
work
has
for
a
really
fucking failsafe.
hell yeah. Imagine
It's
my
Jasmine.
Hell no.
I just like obviously
Some of my shit. Listen, I am an adult, grown person. I have things, of course, that I wouldn't want my parents or most people to see.
Yeah,
I mean, if
secrets.
some people do see it, because again, I am the type of person that's like, if they're gonna be like, "Oh, let me borrow your phone" or whatever, let me look at that picture. I'm like, okay, but be warned, if you get nosy, you're gonna most likely see nudes, mine's or someone else's. So It's not my fault.
Like
You're being nosy.
I
so.
definitely think about it, especially like on flights, because there's that stigma slash that fear all the time that it's just like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be on that plane that just
Fuck
fucking
you, Final Destination.
right. But I don't know. It's like at least for me, I've never had like that feeling in me that's just like, oh, I need to tell them to get rid of this or clear any of this or whatever the fuck.
Because you're a goody two shoes.
I
Richard,
guess so.
that's
I just
why.
don't fucking like. I don't know. Like I feel like my life is an open book as far as it comes with my parents. So it's like with my mom. So I don't hide anything.
How blessed.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then obviously,
Yeah, no.
but yeah, like the thoughts still creep up in there. It's just like, oh fuck, if I die, like, oh, am I good? Like, am I okay with this? So I'm like, just like, do I have to type anything out? I'm like, I feel like I've said whatever needs to be said if something were to happen. So
I have more fear of dying at a movie theater than dying on a plane.
dude, that shit's scary. Well, because
Yeah.
since that one shit, where was it? The fucking Dark
the
Knight
Batman
premiere?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that doesn't even pop in my head. Honestly, that one.
Well,
No.
how many
not at
times
all.
do you go to movies?
Not a lot. That's
No.
that's
I
also
do.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't know.
But it's like you don't.
I also don't go to movies. Like not to say like I don't go to mainstream movies because I don't like mainstream stuff. I just don't go to the movies a lot. But I also don't go to movies that are like super mainstream for that to happen. I feel like if anything, I'll go to like a Marvel movie. But like that's
Those are
like,
mainstream.
yeah, that's like the most mainstream that it gets is Marvel. I think the last movie that I went to go see was Top Gun 2 or 3 weeks after it was already released, and then we snuck into Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like, those are the movies that I go see in the time frame if I do go see a movie.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I don't know.
I don't really.
I kind of understand
worry.
Steve's too. Like anytime I go into a theater, it's just like I look at the exit signs. I'm just think to myself. I'm like, yo, if someone were to come right now, I'm fucked. Like I don't know. I can't get to
everybody
an
that
exit
gets
fast enough.
Good seats are fucked.
Yeah.
Because you're all the way at,
Just
like, in
throw
the
them my
middle top.
fucking my nacho dip at them. Bitch.
Nacho cheese. This is
Nacho
nacho, life.
day.
Oh my god, nacho day.
Nacho.
I got jalapeno on these bitches.
Oh no.
Just
Rub his eye with that shit.
No. You rub it on your knuckles. Poison damage.
Stupid.
Poison damage.
No. You get the chips and you break them
Jesus.
for extra info.
I feel like you'd hurt yourself more than the person, to be honest.
Just
Let's
inflict
be real.
more pain on them.
While you're doing emotional damage. You suck at this.
Start beating them with their own shit.
You chose the wrong one.
you take the gun out of your hand, just start pistol whipping.
Shit. If they don't get stomped out by the rest of the crowd, dude. I don't know what the fuck to say.
People are. I don't know if they'd be.
People are scared.
You know that the whole thing is just like, you can't count on people to always just kind of like do a thing. Like people expect others to do it.
People
it's like,
suck.
so it's like a thing when like if somebody's like say having a heart attack or some shit, and you know
People
a
will
crowd
stand there and
appears-
watch. Yeah, it's like it's head deer in the headlights.
Yeah,
shit.
it's like-
but like it's
Yeah.
it's a mob mentality.
It's like
that
if
happens.
you're experiencing that and like you actually try and help, you have to like point someone out and be like, you call 911. It's like
somebody has to take lead.
yeah, otherwise
Yeah.
everyone's just standing there waiting for somebody to do something. And it's
Well,
like,
you
all right,
know.
well they're dead
Yeah.
A lot of people are just sheeps, dude.
I remember when we went to Horror Nights that one time, and it was when Brian was dating what's her face, and
Okay.
we were at Horror Nights. We were waiting. I think we had finished eating, or we were trying to decide what to eat, and we were
After
just
Panda or
sitting
before
there
Panda?
and at Panda. I think
Okay.
I think it was after we were done eating, but we're sitting there, and we're waiting, and there's this this woman in a wheelchair. She's being pushed by someone, and there's one gap. But as she's being pushed to this entrance or whatever, this group of teenagers, kids, sit down, and I'm like, why the fuck? Why are you sitting down? There's someone clearly that needs this room to go
Oh,
through.
I
Like,
remember. Yeah.
what are you doing? And so they're trying to squeeze, like, oh my god, excuse me. They don't move. Oh, excuse me. And then they're like, oh, sorry. What the fuck? And then she's like, the girl in which on the person, like the guy, like you can tell, like there's this like, oh, and then they're like, oh, she's like, oh, oh.
Fuck that.
Bro, there was like four other people on that table, and I was just staring at it. I was like, you gotta move.
Oh, I remember you did say that too.
Yeah.
You gotta move. And then they're like, oh. I was like, you gotta stand up. You gotta stand up. Move. Literally, I saw it 4 times. And then she finally stood up. And then she moved. And then I think the guy was just like, I was like, okay, cool. And that was it.
People are
But then
assholes, dude.
she who should not be named, one of them, was like, oh my god, so embarrassing. Then the other one that was with us was like, oh my god, I'm also embarrassed. And then they both walked away. I was like, these bitches, you know who you are. You fucking suck, both of you. My homies, that's why I don't talk to either of you. I expect my homies to back me up when I'm trying to point out that someone's doing something stupid, shitty, or lack of common sense. If you're not gonna back me up, we don't fuck with each other. I don't fuck with you. Ever since then, was not the same. We went on another trip, did not fuck with you then. So,
Yeah.
fuck it. Fuck it. I can't stand shit like that. So but also I noticed that the universe never puts me in situations like that ever. That was the one time that has ever, like, I never get a bigot, a racist, a misogynist, a homophobe in person, like at a store, or someone treating retail workers like shit. I never get nothing like
We're
that.
not in the right area. That's why.
In LA?
No, because let's
I
be
feel like
real.
in LA you got some
People are just rude.
People are
but
That's what I'm
assholes,
saying.
but
Like,
they're
people are
never-
rude as shit. I'm expecting
Yeah.
like
But it's never like
something
never
to happen.
bigotry.
But also, again, don't go out that much. Not because I don't like to. What the fuck? Like, why? People suck.
People do suck.
But when I
Especially
do,
when
it's
it
like,
gets hot.
what the hell, man? I don't get shit like that ever. But then I like hear about my friends or Jess who deals with like dudes on Valor. I'm like, the only time I got to witness that was when I was with Z and one of his semi-regulars. She popped into the chat and then joined in to play. And she's a streamer, and I think she was cosplaying as Reina while playing. She looked good. She was a good cosplay. I think her name is Kigami, if you guys want to check her out. And we go into a game, and some guy joins, and she's like, oh, fuck, this guy. I was like, what? She was like, he, like, threw my last game. I was like, really? She was like, yeah, I like, thought he was just, like, bullshitting or whatever, but then he said something in my stream, and then he said, like, the same thing in game chat. And I was like, really? For reals?
what
And
the
she was
fuck?
like, yeah, or something happened, like, afterwards. I was like, okay. So then we're playing, and the guy is playing Breach and literally aftershocking us, blinding us, bunker busting us, or wall busting, and I was just like, wow. And I don't know her like that, like, at all, so I was just like, the most I said was like, this is sad. I've never thought I would see some shit like this or experience it. You're going out of your way multiple games to do this. The third time, it happened a third time afterwards, like
I
after
remember
that
you told
game.
me. Yeah.
He was in the character selection, and then I felt so bad. She ended up just leaving, and she ended up solo queuing or something like that. I was like, oh, that's fucked up. I feel bad because she felt bad that she was like, we invited her in, and then she was like throwing off the game
Right.
because of the randoms that were trying to queue sniper. So it was like, for those of you that don't know, queue sniping is someone that waits for you to get into a waiting period for the game, which you call a queue, and you're waiting to be queued up for a game. Queue snipers then try to queue up the same time as you to ruin said game.
Thanks.
And that's what happened with her. I feel so bad. I was like, wow, this sucks. And that was the most that I said, because I was like, again, I don't know her. I don't know if she's going to be able to handle like the full like Lee out of 10
experience.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll give him a solid 5 and then just keep it rolling. But yeah, she left after that. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, I never get shit like that. There's only that time and then that time and horror nights and that's it. So I was like, okay, whatever,
Yo,
universe, you do it because you know I might get in super trouble. So I will accept that.
speaking of shitty people, did you guys see that Apple released their new iPhone?
Oh, iPhone
What does
14.
that have to do with shitty?
Yeah,
Those are
That's
shitty
a-
people, dude. The
Shitty
purple one
people-
looks nice.
honestly, only shitty people get new iPhones at launch. I'm gonna be honest about that.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, there's no point. There's literally no
Richard?
point in getting
I haven't
a
done it.
fucking iPhone at launch.
I-
Because you know there will be a newer version, newer firmware in the next like 13.1,
Yeah, but
14
Richard,
plus
Are we gonna get it?
Magnum
get the new
plus
one?
XL.
I just got my 13, bro. So
You did when?
Yeah. I was about to say. You got it when I got mine, I think.
Mother's
Like almost like a
No.
month before, didn't you?
Mother's Day. I remember.
Oh, wow.
Because I got one for my
Wait,
mom.
this year?
Yeah, because I got one for my mom, and they were like, "Hey, you're eligible too." I was like, "I bet."
Fuck it.
Yeah, I have
Weird.
a
I thought you
13.
got yours around the same time I got mine.
No, Rich had the 12 forever. He just broke it.
No,
like
I
a
had
bunch
the
of
11.
times.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
shit.
I haven't broken a phone since my 10, and that was like
Really?
fucking
That shit
4 or
was
5 years ago.
shattered.
Not even. You're
Shattered.
fucking. This dude's
You're
a
fucking
liar.
lying, dude.
This dude's a liar.
He's so pressed.
Even then, the only thing that I cracked was the fucking back of it, and it was just like.
No,
one-
the front
one
was
thing.
cracked, you know?
No,
You guys
dude,
know what
don't
Steve
talk
just
about
cracked
my
right now?
shit.
This
I feel like
friendship.
I don't know.
I'm probably thinking of someone else.
Bro, the only one that I've ever broken was a fucking 4S.
Oh, you're
when
right.
was, like-
I am thinking of someone else.
like,
Dude,
way
he's
back in
thinking
the
of
day.
other bitches while he's talking about Richard. Fuck him up.
Wrong bitch.
Yeah.
Mm. Tell him.
But yeah,
Do that.
Tell him.
I just got this one, so there's no way I'm gonna get it. I'll probably get the 14 or the 15, whatever the fuck it's gonna be called
I'll probably get the 14.
next year. I don't know.
No.
I did
I'm
it.
good.
I got the 11 on launch, but that's also because I was already like, I traded in the phone that I had. I sold that one, and I was just like, all right, cool. I have more than enough money to.
I don't
buy it.
even remember which iPhone I have. I think
You
it
have
is
the
a
13.
13. Yeah, but that was it. Like I was like, okay.
Yeah, you got your.
And I got it out of peer pressure. So
Yeah. You're tired of his shitty green bubbles.
literally reason because they were saying that, and then I got closer to another group of friends, and then they all had or iPhones. So I was like, fuck it, whatever.
I was like, you can't be a
It's
fucking
literally the
schmuck,
dumbest
dude.
phone I've ever owned. Like this phone is idiot proof. If you give this phone to someone and they don't know how to use it within a month,
What's the point?
even a
Aw,
week,
that's a lot of old people, dude.
it's literally idiot proof. I've like
I worked in the phone industry
Yeah.
for 6 years. Yeah, you can't. I was like, you can't sit here and argue.
because I'm thinking more along the lines people who
listen to
like
this guy.
people
Look at
who
him.
don't who can't afford
Cheesing like his
iPhones or
fucking
whatever.
t-shirt.
People who can't afford an iPhone, like they usually
Not
get.
afford, just not know how to use.
No, I'm talking straight up afford. They
Oh,
end
okay,
up
okay.
getting like Androids because Androids are.
Oh,
Like-
cost efficient. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I get you.
Mm.
I
That
get
they
you.
are.
I mean,
That they are.
personally, I also like Android a little bit more. Still, I just like the customization, and I do like the options that it gives you, like from the different like models and stuff. But
Yeah.
I hate the
But all
UI.
your photos
personally.
are fucking potatoed.
that's the only
no,
thing.
but that's only on social media, and that's because social media straight up. There's
That's an Apple
Downgrades
contract.
it.
it's because apparently Androids, like all of them, like they don't use the same firmware or whatever the fuck for their cameras. So I like the social medias are basically said, yeah, we're not gonna waste our time creating a separate like program or whatever the fuck specifically for your phone. And instead, we're just gonna give a basic one to all Androids, and then iPhones all use the same one, obviously. So they're like, okay, we can actually optimize this one for all iPhones, and that's why iPhone pictures look so much better on Snapchat or fucking, Instagram stories, whatever the fuck.
IG.
But yeah, and then I don't know, it's like the UI I just don't like, and then I also just don't like like how it's like the only phone that I've ever seen like actually fucking gets slow. Like iPhones have their moments where they start acting up, but it's never to the point where it's like you scroll or whatever the fuck and it's like
performance.
you see you see frame by frame going by, and I'm just like,
Or the screen bleeds.
yeah, I don't know.
I feel that. iPhones.
Fucking nerd, dude.
all I
Who
got.
cares?
Dude, I care. My phone has 120 hertz.
Nah,
Or
I feel
144
you.
hertz.
I just
And it looks
don't see
dirty
the
as
point
shit.
Yeah,
in
it's
getting a
dirty.
phone like from launch.
It's
It's almost
I
like
haven't
the
cleaned
same
it
thing as
today.
like councils or some shit like that. Like, don't just wait a bit. Wait for the shit to clear up, and then the newer model to come out. Literally like 6 months. So you'll be fine. You have a 13 because you wanted to be up to date. You'll be fine. Just wait.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I have a 13 Pro Max.
Shit. Oh. Uh.
Because I don't got baby
Oh.
hands like someone over here.
It's because it's to match there, man.
Wow. Ladies.
Or gentlemen.
Are
No, no men. No.
my socials are
This is
my socials are in the
both
description.
of these men are marked. Watch it. You twinks, you bottoms.
Mark,
Watch it.
What do you mean?
What?
I've marked you. I've claimed both of you.
No, you haven't.
You haven't peed
Both-
on us.
One of them has rested their head on my cheeks, and the other one has been, I don't know. We've shared a room in multiple vacation stays, so
That's true.
practically married.
I
I
was
just let
like,
them fuck each other because
I claimed
it's a healthy
Richard.
relationship.
Everyone, they
not
both
work.
want me, dude, and I don't want either of them.
I mean, you've had both of us already.
What?
True.
No.
Hey, Texas was a movie, dude.
We're
Jesus
homosexual.
All right, we got time for like one more topic. Lee, what you got? Nothing.
I can speed through kind of. There was it kind of goes into well, not both. There was a TikTok that I saw about okay, so I mean I feel like we would be pretty supportive. I just noticed that seems to be a lack of support when it comes to alt or very like emo goth or just a very different kids in POC communities, whether it be black, brown,
Okay.
caramel, like any shade that isn't white, basically. Because there was this kid that I saw on TikTok. His name is gothic.hell. Gothic.hell. The O is a 0.
Okay.
He's just a cool young black kid, and he just like he has the generic e-boy hair that covers his face. It's all shaggy, chemical burned like crazy, but that's the look. Mask and jewelry hanging everywhere, colored streaks. And his dad just looks like your general, generic, just run-of-the-mill, macho, older black gentleman. But he's goofy. He supports his kid and stuff like that, and like will put on the mask or
Cool.
like he'll be in his TikToks and he'll have like a clip or something that the kid has, and he'll just like mess with his stuff. And the kid, it just seems like they're all really supportive, like his whole family of the kid's like interests and stuff like that.
I like that.
So my question was, how strict will you guys be when setting boundaries for your kids and their creativity?
Oh.
Are you guys concerned with the possible backlash that they'll get if they're too much themselves or too much out of the ordinary? Because I feel like I wouldn't give too much of a shit. There'd be a certain amount just because I've been there,
Mhm.
and I, being gay and heavy set and long hair, almost everything in the book except for colored hair and the outfits, like that's about it. But
Yeah.
like I don't know. But I was wondering for you guys, would you guys be strict on boundaries? Would you guys set boundaries? Stuff like that.
Want to go first, or you want me to go first?
No,
Because
go
you're the
first.
only one I think out of all of us that's the closest to even having a kid, and that's like not for a couple more years.
Oh my god, yeah, that's years from now.
Mhm.
It's funny. I've actually had this conversation. Like we've had this conversation, like because obviously we see like kids out and about, how they dress, how they, what they wear, how they express themselves, and dude, Justin and I know we're near like the normal kids. Like we have our fair share of like things we do, express, act, behave, or fucking we've dyed our hairs, we've have piercings.
Oh, like you guys went through those phases.
We have
well,
our we
is
had
what
our
you're saying.
phases. Yeah.
Okay,
We've gone through those phases. So I think one thing is like I've told her, it's like if and when we ever do, like my only thing, and this literally is like a house rule that I would give to if I ever have a kid is, or any amount of kids, is like, look, do and behave the right way. Like obviously I'm not gonna let my kid be a fucking was it like just a delinquent, behave bad, disrespect, all all the things about things we've
like just
covered.
a bad kid, basically.
Yeah, but
Like,
if you want to
yeah.
express yourself, if you feel like you want to get a piercing, if you feel like you want to dye your hair because you like it, you want to dress a certain way, that's cool. Do your thing. Like I think anything, and I mean just out of experience, like I obviously have tattoos. And it's like at age, go ahead. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna tell my kid at like when they're like 14, 15, hey, go ahead and get one. No, never. You want to pierce something? Do it. That's on you. You want to dye your hair? Go for it. As long as there's proper communication between us, and there's no. I saw too many of my friends, and I did it myself. Where I did a couple things. I got my piercings behind my parents' backs. You know, um, I mean, dyeing my hair and getting tattoos. I was a lot older for that already. But like I saw kids fucking piercing themselves at school, you know, away from their
Yeah.
parents and shit like that. So, or even like kids my age when we were younger, like 15, 16, going to get a tattoo from God knows where, but they were getting one. Um, but like I just never want my kid to feel like they have to hide it. It's like, yo, you feel the type of way, you want to act the type of way, go ahead. Just, you know, be respectful. Don't be a piece of shit. Like, you know, it's like even if people are gonna look at you funny, like understand that this is the way you want to express yourself. That's cool. You wanna do these type of things. That's cool with me. You know, as long as there's like I mentioned, there's that communication in my household of like, hey, dad, I want to blah blah blah, or I want to try this, or I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Like that's cool. I'm like, run it by your mom, or that's cool. Do it. Go ahead. Like do your thing.
Dad, I want to pop my fucking pussy right now.
Yeah, okay.
You take that shit to your room and you better not post it anywhere, you whore. But go off.
Here's the Bible.
Fine. Give me your phone though, and I'm taking your webcam. Do your own thing. Just don't post it anywhere. I don't want people
Boarding
seeing
Or
you
send
at
it to
your-
anybody.
I
Boarding
don't want you-
everything. Boarding school. Military camp.
I would never send my kids to anything
I would
like
either.
that. I feel
No,
like that
that's
I
that
feel
would
like-
fuck my
I
kid
feel like
up.
if you send your kid to anything that's like a boarding school, private
Unless your
school,
kid
or
wants
anything
to.
that has, like, even then, I still would be worried because of like all the shit that can go down. Like those kids at boarding schools, like all that shit you see and hear. It's like,
Yeah.
man, my kid will have like by the time they came back, I think have gone to a couple parties and done a couple drugs. I would
Yeah.
assume. Would
Even
I
I
be pissed
think
at
with
it? Not
alcohol-
really.
I
I would
think-
just hope at that point that my kid's honest enough to let me know beforehand. Honestly.
You think it's wrong for me to be like even in my household like obviously not at fucking 12 or like 13 but like at 17 even 18 it's like if I give my kid a glass of wine
Oh,
like that's not wrong right
Dude.
Bro, I think at 16, giving a kid a beer
Yeah,
to try
right?
for the first time is fine, in my
yeah
opinion.
right yeah that's
Just to
what
try it. I'm
that's
not-
what I was thinking
I'm
I
not
was like
saying,
what's,
like,
what's
at
a
16
reasonable
you
age
could
right?
start
I don't sound like a
drinking.
piece
Yeah.
of shit
No,
yeah
yeah,
no it's like try it get it out
For
of your
me,
system
if like when I thought about when I was younger, my first drink and when I started drinking with family was at 16. And I wanted to drink with my cousin
Same.
at a New Year's party that we were having as a family, and he's the one that asked my dad, and I told my dad thanks for allowing it or whatever, because my cousin,
yeah.
Fernie, love you, Fernie. He asked.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
wait, did we
yeah,
meet?
yeah.
Did I meet him? I'm pretty sure I did, right?
You've met Fernie,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, Richard has met Fernie. Richard's been to a couple family parties.
Mhm.
Richard has met Fernie. I think
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, I remember. I know who it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, is that weird to say? But no, I would rather have my kid get it out of his system at home than
That's
fucking
that's
go
how
out
I
and
see
about,
it.
do something
Yeah.
stupid, or get caught up doing some stupid shit. Like, because then okay, now I have to be the parent.
Right.
Yeah.
Richard, what were you gonna say? What are your opinions?
I
point
mean-
of view?
Basically the same thing.
I have a kid. I kick it.
Fuck.
Push it back
kids.
in.
Push it back in. Adoption.
I don't want it.
Adoption. Oh my
No, but for real, like if I
No.
if I ever
How do
had
you
a
return
kid,
this?
I had so many dark thoughts. just
Without
now.
receipts.
No,
No.
no.
Those jokes don't exist.
Hey, Anyway.
we're recording. You can't do it. There's evidence.
Anyway,
Jokes don't
um,
exist, guys. Sorry.
what's it called? If I ever had a kid, obviously, like me growing up, I was already kind of like that kid in a sense. I grew up a band kid, a fucking choir kid, and I was never one of those fucking like, popular / what's it called, mainstream. What happened? What's happening?
Continue.
Okay. Is those mainstream kids where it's just like, like I was in that fucking creative side of the fucking, weirdos or whatever the fuck. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. That shit's ugly. Anyway. So yeah, I'm never. It's not like I'm ever gonna be like, hey, like, no, don't wear that. They're gonna make fun of you. It's just more along the lines of like, like, wear this, but make sure that you at least, if you're gonna be wearing stuff that's seemed weird slash
Know how to
Different.
fight.
different,
Honestly, kind
just get
of.
good.
Not really not a fight.
No, it's not
but
even. Well, it's not even that. I was just
Self
gonna say
defense.
no.
neither not.
Just get good friends. Like that's all it
Yeah,
is.
a good support
A good
system.
support system. That's all you fucking need. Because at the end of the day, it's like, as long as you have that support system behind you, nobody's really gonna fuck with you. And if they do fuck
True.
with you, you have all these people that can
To
at least
back
help
you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think I still believe in every group. One bad kid exists, no matter what friend group you're in. There's always
yeah.
that one
I
kid.
mean,
Yeah, of course. There's always one kid in every friend group that's the one that like does weed at
the
10.
gateway.
Or is the one that introduces like, guys, let's sneak out.
I see my brother smoke this. I stole it from him.
It's true riot.
Stuffed in the pen cap.
yeah.
Stuffed in a pen cap.
No. That's
But
But-
yeah, I think I'm the same. I feel like as long as there's communication to everything that's gonna be, not everything of course, because they are like people, like we're all people at the end of the day,
Yeah.
no matter how young, that's still a living person being. But as long as there's communication for like, oh, Dad, I want to get a piercing. Okay, well, what's where and what and why? Like other than aesthetics, like aesthetics is
Albert.
fine, but like where and what's it gonna be? If it's a Prince Albert, I'm there. Then the questions go from just like oh why, okay cool, to okay why, okay how do you know about it? Who's it for? You? Who's gonna see it? Who you fucking? You being safe?
fucking?
I think
That's literally that's the thought. That's my train of thought. That's the questioning. Because that like my whole idea of like being a parent is just to kind of have a general open communication. Yeah, it might be awkward, but I'd rather my kid be able to like just be as like blatantly upfront, common sense, no bullshit with me. Because it's just kind of annoying. Because when I was younger, it was just aggravating to want to go to someone and then like just being prepared for a rebuttal or a negative comment or opinion,
Yeah.
and not just someone that's gonna listen and then give a general response back and not just a what the fuck, like
Yeah.
that shit
Mhm.
sucked. So and that's what brought on like just a whole bunch of years of trauma and fucking trust issues.
Yeah,
and
I
shit
get
like
that.
Yeah.
so that's why I'd rather combat that with general sense of open communication. And yeah, there's going to be awkward conversations. And I'm not saying I want to be my kid's best friend because I also hate kids. I'm pretty sure a certain portion
gonna
is
hate
going
my
to be
kid.
like, he's going to come to me asking, can I dye my hair? I don't give a fuck. Do your shit. I'm busy.
Make
Most
sure
likely.
you clean the tub after.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, have you done anything? What are you doing? Like, what's chores? Homework? What? No, you better do all that shit first and get it. And if you want to get it done today, if not, you can do it tomorrow. But I want all that shit done today. Asking me to do something when you haven't done your part, crazy.
Spending my money and shit.
My kid's gonna hate me and love me at the same time.
Jesus. Uh,
I'm excited.
Same.
Fuck up Lee the fifth.
Is it really you're the fourth?
I'm the fourth. I'm gonna, if it's a boy, name him Lee the fifth. If it's a girl, I will still name her Lee, but type it Leigh.
That's
And
cute.
I will still name her the sixth. I will continue it.
That's cute.
No, the fifth.
Well-
the fifth. I will
Fifth.
still do
I
it.
was like, wait, you skipped.
question.
Answer.
Have you thought about it? If you really did want to, would you do like what's it called?
Surrogacy
or adoption? Yeah.
Surrogacy I feel like is just too expensive, and with adoption, as fucked up as it is, at least I can
It's so
see
hard.
what the medical history is of the donor or
Yeah.
whatever, or like or this kid, because I like personally my family has terrible history with heart, Alzheimer's, like all that shit. Like I'm so good. I like if I had a partner and if he wanted to do surrogacy, then I would honestly have it be his blood kid. I would hope that he has a better health chart than me. And if he does, I honestly wouldn't. I wouldn't. My goal or the idea is I'm telling him where you can never tell your parents whose kid it is, and I will never tell my parents whose kid it is. Ever. Never.
That's fair.
Because I fucks up families. That I've seen
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
and heard like that will fuck up a family. Like why didn't you why not yours? Why blah, blah, blah? And then you have to go out of your way to explain like we're fucked. We have a fucked up bloodline. Our like no matter what. And even if I adopt, that's still blood for me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
being gay and stuff like that, the idea, the concept, and I've mentioned on this podcast before, chosen family is really big. So I don't gotta be blood related to you. I still see you as family. I don't give a shit.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I was just curious. I was
Yeah.
like, if you had put thought into it.
Yeah, surrogacy is also super expensive, so that's why I was like, I mean, also I think adopting is just as expensive, but I feel like it's
It could
a
be
little bit
expensive, but it's just a
on the
harder
cheaper
process.
side. Yeah, so that's why I was like,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
cheaper. Never mind. It's a,
I mean-
it's a horrible joke.
I,
Sorry.
I
I'm
have
not
so
even,
bad
like-
jokes right now running through my head, dude.
I'm keeping it materialistic, obviously, because I don't. The
Hopefully this is a
idea
serious
of
topic.
even like, I don't even have a serious relationship. Like, this whole like thing is like, I'm assuming like.
I mean, you
10
can still
plus
do
years
it by
down the line.
yourself too, though. Like regardless
That,
of it.
it's even harder.
That too. Yeah.
I can barely take care of myself financially. Imagine me trying to take care of a kid financially.
So
In
quick
this
question
house, my parents
before-
would fucking lose their mind.
before we run out of time, because we mentioned fucking, if your son or daughter bring their significant other, you meet them, whatever, is it door closed or door open rule?
I've actually thought about that. I don't know. I think, honestly, I think I want the door closed because if it's gonna be open and they're gonna try to do anything, I'm gonna be nosy. I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna walk by the door and I'm gonna take an extra step slower just to understand what's going on. But if the door is closed, at least some sounds are muffled, and if they're being quiet doing whatever they're doing, then by all means. But I will again.
Just
assume
no
that-
locked door. Closed door, no locked door.
No locked door, but knocking will happen, and I'm not gonna come in until I get a response. That's how
That's
that
fair.
works.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Because I don't want to walk in and then like
See some weird. Yeah, no. I don't blame you.
Here's
I,
the thing.
I think
that's
I've talked to
scarring for
Justin.
them and as scarring for me. No, I'm good.
Here's the thing.
It's just boundary.
I've thought
Yeah.
I've thought about it a little bit, and this might be fucked up, but when it comes to gender, I'm like, I feel like my answer changes depending if I have a boy or a girl.
Ooh, that is fucked
I
up.
can't.
It's
I
fucked
can't.
up.
I can't think about
but
that.
it's like, for me, it's like the thought of having a daughter and then hearing somebody have sex with her just is so
Oh.
weird to me.
Wait,
No.
no, hold on.
That's a rule. There's
Yeah.
no
Right.
sound. You are dead.
But
quiet.
or like
You're gonna
even the
fuck here?
thought,
You
know,
better not make a fucking squeak. You better not make a fucking smack. You better not make a fucking moan. You better not make any fucking
Not
evidence
even
that
a
you're
fucking
doing.
giggle.
I don't want to hear shit. I want to assume you guys are doing silent prayer.
I want to assume you both took a fucking nap and that's
You
that.
play music, you keep it at a general level. I don't want to hear some fucking Frank Ocean. You got into daddy's fucking playlist on Spotify that he had when he was 20 something. I don't want none of that. I want to hear no music blasting. I want it general level, just so I assume that you guys are chilling, playing video games, or doing whatever the fuck you're doing.
I'm thinking of
I don't
Yeah.
want any idea that you're doing it. But I do want to know that you are engaging in those activities so I can prepare you for whatever you're going to need,
Mhm.
whether that be condoms, plan B, sure. I will
I
fuck my
wouldn't.
kid up if
Yeah.
she is raw dogging anyone or if my son is raw dogging,
Yeah.
I'll fuck them up.
Yeah, no.
yeah,
100%.
but no, yeah, I get
I
it.
believe in open-handed punishment. Not hard or anything like that, just like a no. What
Just
are
so
you
you
doing?
can remember.
Yeah, hell no. A reminder. What are you doing? Stop it. Get some help. I am your help.
How dare
Crazy
you
ass.
disrespect me like that?
I know that's honestly what it boils down to. Also,
what?
it just feels like there's no respect for
Yeah.
like the people in the house. Like
You know what? I
dude, my
think-
friend tells me when he was sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
When his ex was living with them because she got thrown out, some shit was happening or whatever. It wasn't anything like bad. It was just didn't get along with parents.
Okay.
Old Latino, new Latino kid. Just
Yeah.
ideals don't match. They were fucking and shit like that or whatever, and she's loud apparently. And
That's
he
weird.
didn't give a shit. He was like, "Oh, whatever." And I was like, "What about your parents?" And he was like, "I don't care." I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? That's so
That's just so
fucking
disrespectful.
weird."
Yeah. That's just disrespectful.
What is that? I feel like that's just like that's some
Yeah.
like psychological shit that you're just trying to prove. Like you're just trying to like, yeah, dad, I'm putting it down or some shit like that. That's what I assume. Like you and your dad fucking high five at 4 a.m. I don't know. That's fucking
Yeah.
weird, dude.
That's really weird.
Mm.
But yeah, I started laughing too. I started thinking about the Reddit guy because you said like you better have music on. Started about thinking the Reddit guy.
Oh
that
my
I
god,
told-
the song.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
You've
all
seen
over
it.
Twitter
That
now.
shit's
No,
all
That's
Oh,
just
it's on
all over
Twitter.
Twitter, fucking
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh my
Once it-
god, it's so.
Once it
fucking
hits
funny.
Twitter, it has bled into the internet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
I
Through
don't
the
know.
sewer pipes of the internet.
Yeah.
I'm just like
Twitter is honestly the sewer pipes of the internet.
It
It's not,
really
like
is.
it's not bad, but it's like the mainstream sewer pipes of the internet. Like that's
Yeah.
where you get like the most sensitive people, the most vocal people, the most horniest people. Like
Yeah.
you get it all there. It's the
Yeah.
red light district almost. Whole damn shebang.
Love it, dude. This is just so fucking fun on there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah,
So I don't know. What are you guys opinions on
I was
the
no.
fucking?
I was just gonna say like not even. I think it's like a little different version of like what Richard said, depending on the gender. I just think it also depends on like not the gender part, but more of like of my kid. But who are you dating? Like, is the person you're dating
who's
a
your
piece?
partner?
Is your partner a piece of shit person? Because if they are, not in my
Man.
house.
I
Not
pi-
in my house.
Son, daughter, I pity you.
Yep.
I pity you.
If you choose to
if
date a
you
scumbag,
are dating a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
yep.
You're gonna have to deal with my dad. That will be him. That will happen. That's just what it boils down to. I expect my kid to have a decent level of common sense and to have a decent amount of self-respect.
You know what I want my
not
kid to do?
that.
It's like
That is
if
ridiculous.
my kid grows up and it's like cool, okay, my dad and mom are cool with like me bringing this person over and they're not going to be weird about it, whatever, doors closed, blah blah blah. But it's like but the one thought I want my kid to forever have is, will my parents like them, or am I being stupid and I know that they're not going to like this person? Because if they're not,
I don't even
to my
wanna-
future kids, do not bring a piece of shit to my house, because I won't be disrespectful, because my parents never were, but I will make it very clear to you, get them the fuck out of my house, and
I
you
might
should
be
know better.
disrespectful, to be honest.
Be like, my thing was, you should know better. Why is this person here?
yeah.
You want to learn your lesson? By all means, I'll give you a head start of what's gonna happen. That's on you, but I don't want this here. And
I will say I
you
will
lose-
give one mistake because it's a learning experience.
Of course,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
you understand what a piece of shit is, like that you're dating from firsthand experience or from experiencing from other friends or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I assume with open communications, my kid will at least be mentally a little bit more developed enough to at least understand like self-respect and not to be
yeah,
treated like shit
yeah.
or date a d bag. But yeah, I'll allow one just so you can just. It's like one of those like, oh, you want to do it? Go for it. See
Just
what
so you could dip
happens.
your water.
You want to try ghost pepper? Sure.
Yeah, there you
You're
go.
curious about that? I'll buy it for you. Let me record it though.
Yep.
Daddy's got to post on Facebook. Because at that point, I'm pretty sure I'm using Facebook. Because everyone that
Show-
fucking
show
has a kid
my
uses
fucking-
Facebook.
Show all my friends how stupid
Yeah.
you are.
I
look
I
what my
raised an
in the,
stupid
in the
idiot.
fucking in the fucking Discord chat, I'm gonna hop in at the like fucking 12 a.m. finally after the dumbass is asleep. Be like, so I'm back from the ER.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Lee had a ghost pepper. They're fine, but they're dumb as shit.
Dude, I will
love
send,
them.
if my kid ever gets like on some stupid shit where like they break their leg or something, I will
Oh.
take photos of it and I'll be like, hey, look, my kid's stupid.
I never even broke anything like that. I would feel bad for my kid. I would think I'd
Like,
freak out. I would hope
a
my
turd.
partner's way more handled for like bodily injuries like that than I am.
You know what? Like talking about that, like I'm very squeamish when it comes to people like throwing up. It's just like the one thing I can't handle, and I'm just thinking about babies, like how often they do it. I'm just like, if I see that shit and it happens on me,
You're gonna
I'm
throw up
throwing
with
up
your
on the
kid?
baby.
See, that's another
Dude,
thing too.
that's-
I don't even know if I
no.
want to deal with a kid. That's why I'm like, maybe I want to adopt like a 3-year-old or something.
Yeah.
Like, or a 2-year-old. I don't want to go through terrible twos,
Like,
honestly.
dude.
But I want them to be young enough where I can name them and they don't really know what name that the whatever
Yeah.
people have been caring for them gave them. Like,
Like Miso ate something bad the other day, and he started hurling, and I was just like,
Vomiting?
I had to clean it up, and the whole time I was just like, like I
Oh.
can't, dude, I can't, I just can't do it. I don't know what the fuck.
I used to
That's
be like that
funny.
when it came to Buddy's hairballs, but after a while, I'm just like, I don't know. I think like my brain can just shut off like a certain portion of it, and I'm just like, off, done. Okay. Ew. Afterwards, I'm just like, oh goddamn. But during it, I'm just like, the faster I get out of sight, out of my whatever, like throw that shit away.
I don't care for throw up or anything like that.
Stronger than I am. That's all I gotta say.
Stronger.
You know why?
than
Because
yesterday.
I've had to hold Jess's hair as much as she's had to hold
See-
my head up. While I fucking threw
Oh.
up everywhere, and she did.
I've helped people. The thing is, I've helped a bunch of people when they have their they're they're throwing up, whether it's because they're drunk or they're sick, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And each time I can't I held it in because they're there, and I'm just like I do my best to not gag.
Throw up on their
But-
head.
No, not throw up, but like at least gag. But
Well,
I'm
how,
like,
Steve? How, Steve? Do it again.
Not
I'll
doing
do
it again.
dude.
Damn.
Nope.
But Belly, put your mic right under you.
You had your one chance.
This is
Well, it's on
recorded.
recording now, so yeah.
Anyway,
Cool.
but yeah, I just can't do it. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
All right.
Point is, I hope we grow up to have, if we ever have kids, our kids
Damn.
aren't
I'll be
pieces of
surprised if
shit.
I make it to that point.
At least right now, not part of the plan. If
Yeah,
honestly,
Yeah,
it's,
no.
it's not part of the agenda. I just started
again,
a new
I
job.
don't even have like a serious
this is literally
relationship.
No,
Like,
I'm just like
These are hypotheticals, like all our other
big
shit.
hypotheticals. Like
Yeah.
all hypotheticals that we've said in this podcast. This is the
This is-
biggest
yeah.
hypothetical.
I'm being
But
honest.
if it
Honestly,
ever
for
does
Steve,
happen,
though, I don't think it's that big of a hypothetical. I'll give it maybe like
it's pretty hypothetical still. It's
I give it
nowhere.
like
It's nowhere near.
5 to 6 more years, honestly.
That's more of a reasonable time. That's almost 8 to 9 years.
I'm just
Oh,
like no.
I was-
Well, at least right now, and if
You know what will shock the fuck out of me if Richard has a kid the first
Before me?
one out of all, not out of everybody.
I feel like he will.
I could see it happening.
I could see it happening too.
just because he's so it's so unlikely and it's just so out of character for Richard. I would just be like, okay,
I don't claim this energy.
yeah,
It's okay. We're feeding it to you.
No.
the universe.
Just like you're gonna
exists.
feed
It
kids.
has been spoken into the universe. Understand that when you meet her this year, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen for
He's
sure.
got new earrings. You guys look at his earrings.
Yeah,
do
it's for
do
sure.
I have any new drip to show off?
I do.
Oh, it's
Ah,
not
you
new,
so you
but
get
I
the
don't think I ever
dangling one
sho-
now.
I don't think I ever showed it on stream.
I
It
both.
says send nudes,
Why?
but they're noodles.
Yeah, both.
Noodles.
What do you mean, dude?
You're supposed to
Yeah,
only wear
both.
one.
Nope.
You wear
Now
both?
you just look like
Oh,
an
yeah.
auntie.
Look,
Are they hoops?
No,
my new boss liked them.
you look like an auntie.
Oh, nah. Never mind. I
Whatever.
was gonna say. I was gonna ask how's the work if you can make it as fast as possible. If you want to talk about how your new job is.
It's
in 2
fun.
minutes.
It's fun. A lot of things to learn. I do feel very like out of the box because I'm not used to that environment. Everyone is a whole lot older than I am. There's like I think a handful of people who
Career
want,
jobs are
Yeah.
kind of intimidating.
it's
honestly.
it's nice. Everyone's super nice and obviously they're all nice and polite.
They all are in the
Yeah, yeah,
beginning. Then
like
they get
all of
fucking
them.
old and bitter. You fucking old bastards. I can't.
No,
stand
even
older
the
coworkers
older
sometimes.
people are like super nice.
Well, yeah,
Like-
for now.
For now, dude. Yeah, give it a month. Give
Nah,
it a
they
month.
still will.
You'll find
You
one of the
know
little old
why?
decrepit asses that you hate.
You
I
know
guarantee
why?
it.
You know why? Because everyone at least in that where I'm at, there's no one hovering over anybody. Everyone just does their own thing. Like no one's brought up to the attention.
Dude,
Dude, the COO, the CEO and the COO are there, and the CEO looks like he I don't know. He's older. He can barely walk, but he's just super nice. Yeah, I mean he's a sweet dude and he's nice, but he takes very long, slow steps.
Dude.
But I'm like, dude, he's older.
Your
Like
plan,
it makes sense.
Your plan right
I was
now,
gonna-
make that guy your best friend in the whole fucking company. Have him leave you all his shit, or at least fucking get you to a position where by the time he's gone, you're set.
if you have an IT department, become friends with the IT guys.
That too.
I am gonna be
That's
sitting.
like-
I am gonna be sitting all by them.
That is like that's the number one tip that you always hear from anyone
Yeah.
that's working in an office space. Be friends with the IT guys because
Yeah, because they'll
you're
help
gonna
you
have
out
to-
with everything.
You will have computer problems, and
Yeah.
at least if they like you, they'll go out of their way to take care of your shit and not be bastards
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
But I think everyone's like, because it's a design company, so everyone's.
I was gonna ask you, do your guys' jobs intercross one another? Like, if
we're all in the
one
same
person's
office
work-
space.
Oh, but like that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you're all in the same office space, like one person's workload, like does that like once that person's done, it transfers over to someone. Like, are you guys touching each other's work basically to complete the project?
Everybody. So like in one
you guys,
email.
you're gonna like hate somebody.
Nah, well,
that shit makes you hate somebody.
There is one person everybody hates,
Oh,
but it's one of the sales rep, and the sales rep don't work in office. They work from home, and they're out of
Always
state.
like that. Yep.
But they're out of
Always
state.
like that.
But I got confirmation I don't have to deal with that person. Only the Hollywood department has to deal with that person, and that's it. I get to touch like Disney accounts and all that stuff. So that's cool. But they are very like nitpicky. Disney apparently still fax all their invoice, so everybody emails. But
Gross.
that's just the way they do it. But yeah, super dope. Everyone's cool. They have little days where people bring dogs. So all the office people bring their dogs.
I feel bad for your guys' cleaners. I can't stand cleaning up the office spaces.
Everybody
that we work for.
Everybody cleans very well after themselves. Everyone
Do you guys have
recycles.
carpets?
Yes, everyone recycles, and yeah. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Damn.
But everyone's super cool. Job's super dope.
That's nice.
It's my second day. I think tomorrow they're gonna let me be on my own for a little bit, so that'll be exciting. But it's definitely been different. Like just the work environment. All the younger people are downstairs in the front office side, and a lot of like the older people are obviously where I'm at. But it's cool. It's cool. And then like nobody runs to each other's desk to ask for shit. It's like a quick little chat, like through like Google Chats, and it's like
Paper trail.
That's a huge thing, and but I'm used to it. But everyone's like, hey, like sorry to bother you. Like, can you please can you get to this when you get the chance? Just let me know if you can. If not, I'll hand it to somebody else. And then I'll reply like a minute later, like yeah, give me like
haha bet.
No, God.
Have you seen?
And like, dude, at first I was like, I have to watch how I speak because in my old job we would say stupid shit. Day one of the designers was telling my boss like, he was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck these people are thinking. He's like, none of this makes fucking sense. He's like, they're all fucking brain dead there. He's like, I've asked for this and they don't deliver. They rush me and I don't know what the fuck to give them. And I was just laughing. He was like, I am so sorry. I'm like, it's cool. I was like, don't worry about it. He's like, you'll learn from these people. He's like, some of these people, insane. And he walked away and he was just talking to himself. But he's like super kind. Like he's the first person there in the morning and says good morning to everybody and shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but yeah, long story short, it is very cool. I'm excited to start tomorrow by myself.
Good.
They gave me access to all my shit today, and my boss was like, you have access to everything. Be very careful. She's like, I'm sure you're not. She's like, you're a smart kid. She's like, just be careful. And then apparently they have like ping pong tournaments at in the printing section, which is all, dude, you hear all the music and all the Hispanics yelling at each other.
Jesus.
It's fucking hilarious. But we were walking and all I hear is to the HR guy. They were like, I don't want to say his name, but they're like, fucking blah blah blah, insert name here. He's like, fuck you. I was like, oh my god. I was like, well, I'm glad these people are all cool with each other.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I was curious. I figured I'll ask on stream because also it's a good topic. But
yeah,
curious.
day one I was definitely like so nervous even walking like into places. I'm like, hey, like, do you know where this is? And they're like, oh yeah, it's right here. And like day two, they're like, hey, good morning. They're like, getting paperwork. I'm like, yeah. They're like, that's cool.
Hi, little Steve. Where the bathroom?
No, in my brain was like, yo, you can't piss today. Don't even you go near the bathroom. You stay in your spot.
Fair.
But I did. And then I went into my car and I took a
place
fat
to
nap.
get lunch?
Yeah.
Not even that, dude. Nobody even mentions that. You're in the hiring form. They have like, this is what's nearby, and they give you like a big section of stuff. Yeah, but yeah. But I'm like, I'm just taking lunch to work. Like, it's a hassle to even get around the area because of the traffic. It's very close to where Richard lives.
Oh,
I'm in the back side.
He's in your backyard, Richard, right now.
Basically, I'm like in the back side of where
Don't say names because
No.
Talk about this
doesn't
off
want to
stream.
be dogged.
Let's talk about this off stream.
factory. That's
Off
all you need.
podcast.
Off podcast,
God
off
damn
record.
it.
We always got to do it one time.
Yeah. All right.
That's good.
I think
We're done. It's
I think
late.
that's it.
Yeah.
It's getting
Leave.
later.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
Oh fuck.
Wow. No, you gotta get on
dude,
Destiny. You gotta get that
No.
mod before
Oh,
the
you're
mod. The
right.
mod
Fuck.
it goes
Okay.
away after tonight.
Okay, yeah.
And you need
All
it.
right.
Everybody
Guys, I
needs
wake
it.
up at 4:40 in the morning now to go to the gym, and these
His
fuckers want me to get on
choice.
His
Destiny.
choice. He
I
could
have to
easily
gym. If
go
not, I
after
can't
work.
squeeze. I can't squeeze. There's just
His
no room.
choice.
There really is no room.
He can do it. I thought you were gonna do it like in the evenings because, but in the mornings for the podcast. That's what I was
No,
thinking. I
it's
feel
just
like
in
you should
general.
do
It's so I
that,
can
to
stream,
be
but
honest.
I've already split my days. So the first half of the week I'll
I
sleep
mean, you're not
earlier.
going to the gym every single day, are you?
Just not Sundays and Mondays now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for watching the podcast. If you guys want to check out anything that we have going on, the links to everything, all our socials will be in the description bar. Like, comment, subscribe, share. That'd be cool. We also have a TikTok. I don't know if we're gonna link it. We don't have anything on it just yet.
We
Pretty sure
should
we'll
have
post something
something
by the end of
by the end of the
week.
week. Yes.
This is September 7th, so maybe by like
by
September
the 9th or the
10th.
10th. Yes.
Yeah, something like that. What else? Oh, recommendations, ending regards, our last regards. Anything? Do we have any music? Anybody listen to anything new? Anything that was added within the last week?
Yeah.
I like how we
checking my
all
stuff
just
too.
all of us
Oh,
just quickly
okay, I
went
actually have
into our
one.
Huh?
Yeah. So I got one. You most likely people have heard it. Everybody's heard the song. It's called Free Fall. Let me see. Let me first look at the no. Different. So
Tom
the
Petty?
original is done by Rainbow Kin Surprised. Not a lot of people like them because I don't know why. But this new one, it's a cover by Paris Paloma. It's called Free Fall. It's so pretty. It's a pretty
I'll show
song.
you
It's
my
really
Paloma.
nice. So if you guys want to have like a chill, song moment, just vibe out, check it out. Paris Paloma. It's called Free Fall. That's my recommendation for the
Cool.
week. Song. Ending regards.
Listen to All of the Time by Jungle. It's a good funk song, honestly. Like,
That's right. You like funk. Forgot about that.
but it's just a good. It's I don't know. I feel like it's just a good thing. Like a
It's
little
a
pep in your
healing
step.
beat.
But yeah, I don't have anything else besides that. To be
Okay.
honest.
Steve.
What a Life by John Summit. If you like house, if you want something upbeat, that's your jam.
Nice. Do you have anything to say or whatever? Like any regards, ending regards or anything?
Gas is going down, so that's dope.
Gonna
Oh.
go up soon.
Shh, don't ruin this.
All right, Depresso Espresso has spoken.
That's the brand,
This
baby.
This is Heart for a Friend. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, choo.
Bye.
Bye.
A normal person.